Hi friends, this is Chris with Josephine's Designs. I'm glad to have you back today because today I'm going to do a kind of a different video, so I'm hoping you'll enjoy this. So I wanted to show you, this is the Happy Notes that I picked up at Joann's at their big 50% off clearance sale. Or not clearance, but 50% off. So I picked this up, and when I picked it up, I kind of knew what I was going to do with it, but I wasn't sure. I know now. So this is what I'm going to do, and I really thought about lots of different things. So anyway, so what I'm going to do is these, I'm going to take this off. I'm always going to save these because I can recover these, and these can be bookmarks, and all you have to do is raise it up one thing if you want it to stick out, or you just do it like this and you put a little tiny tab up here at the top. These are great. I always save these. I get the nasty cement off the back. And then here's the one on the back you want to take off. And this one's even better because you can cover this and use this as like a dashboard. These work out great. So yes, we use the whole buffalo here. But I just think that these are good, free, you know, let's use everything and not waste anything. So, all right, I cannot stand that. Ugh, this stuff drives me crazy. Does this stuff drive you crazy, this rubber cement? I mean, I know it works for them, but oh, I hate that stuff. So I'm going to save these, and I will put these to the side because I will come back with a project for that, and I will show you what I'm going to do. So anyway, so these are nicely laminated. They come with the discs. I know a lot of people replace the plastic for metal. Metal does turn better in the long run, I will tell you. But I really like the pink, and they have little hearts on them. I don't know if you guys can see that. They're so cute. I don't know if y'all have ever seen these, but I'm sure you all have. Oh, and let me show you. Let me see. I thought I had a metal disc out. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm so organized I put it up. I found an extra one. Sorry, that's my chair. It squeaks. It's leather. Sorry, or pleather. Anyways, I don't do leather much anymore, but that's another story. But they're the little discs, and then they have the little hearts cut out of the middle, and I just think they're so cute. So I digress. I also have out here a classic size hole punch, and you guys have seen me use this, and I will take this on my trip. You can use the classic size because it has all kinds of measurements on the side, and you can base it on that. I have done the whole Reset Girl summer camp with this printed out. And I printed single sheets because that's what we could do. We couldn't do front to back. So I hand punched every one of those, and it was great. And it was this size. It worked out perfect. I used one of my old planners like this, and it just worked out perfect. So anyways, but long story short, these are great. I have a larger one. I have the big size punch, but it is in my craft studio, and it has not been unearthed yet. So we have so many boxes that came back from my parents' home, and they are still, we've got to get in there and get all that stuff straightened out, but we're doing better, guys. Thank you for your prayers and encouragement. We are getting there. We took a whole lot to storage last night, and it was such a blessing. So this I will take with me, and I will explain why on the trip. And I also have this darling, I don't know where I got this. I want to think Target Dollar Spot, but it's a self-inking XOXO. XO means a lot to me because, yes, it's cute and sweet and all those things, but my grandmother signed everything XO. My I've had two businesses with the name of my grandmother's name. Her name was Jo. And so I had Josephine Sewing and More, which was a brick and mortar store as well as an online store. And it was sewing, weaving, and spinning. And then I have Josephine's Designs, which is what I have now, which is more paper oriented or just craft oriented. I have a blog that I have really neglected over the last few years because of caring for my parents who were so ill. And then now I've just been so busy with the cleaning out of their estate, the taking over my dad's practice with my husband, and then taking on his partnership. So I'm way behind. But I will get there. I'm going to get it's a big pink one if you haven't seen it already. They're great. I mean, I literally was so lazy and thought I might just order one off of Amazon. But I'm not going to. I've done a lot of things that way, and that's why we are in abundance. And it's just too much. you know. So when you get to where you can't manage your craft supplies or your craft studio, then you know you have too much and you have to cut back, or you start blessing others with it. And we are going to be doing some of that. We're going to be blessing the local nursing home, nursing facility, the local schools, and especially the special ed classes. I mean, all kids are welcome to whatever I have, but special ed teachers sometimes don't get the same supplies or books as the others do. And having been a previous special ed teacher, you know, I know what the limitations and the creativity part of teaching special ed. So, because I wrote curriculum and developed a whole thing, and so I was really blessed. The university in the town came and liked my program, and so they have continued on all these years, as well as the local school district. So it was amazing. It was a real God thing. I was not an expert in any way, wasn't even fully certified in special ed at that time, because I had to go back to school, and but it was a blessing. So long story short, this is all about the journey of our daughter and son-in-law, their wedding. So this is going to be my wedding planner notebook. I wanted to put the XOXO here because I wanted to, if I get things in the mail, I can punch them, I can throw them in, you know, like, and these are literally, you know, regular papers, pardon me, paper size, you know, paper. Sorry, hold on one second, guys. Here we go. I'm going to cut this. I love the grid paper, point blank, because if I come up with a design or an idea that I want us to do, then, or, you know, or I want to share, I can just sit and start drawing. I think, I don't know, it just does something. I love all of this. And it's all grid paper, and it's just beautiful. And I am doing this backwards. I'm sorry, guys. But I do think it's beautiful. And it's pink, and there's a little bit of blue in there. His colors are green, but, you know, I'll find a way to get green in there. But loving life. These guys have already had some bumps in the road, not anything to do with them, through outside sources, and I just want, that's my prayer for them, is that they will love this journey, that we will never overstep, but we will be there to support in whatever way we can, and that they will just love this journey of the marriage and, you know, the preparing for the marriage and all of that. So anyway, so I thought just a way to remember my grandmother. I want to stamp when we get papers in the mail or flyers or whatever, I can put that in there and I can just stamp, love that, love that, love that, you know, and yeah, and it's a way just having my grandmother be a part of this in a very unusual way, but it makes me think of her. She was a very dynamic person in my life, my children's life, my husband's life, very impactful for us, and we loved her a tremendous deal. And she's in heaven. She's taking care of now her daughter and my dad. You know, my parents are in heaven now with her, as well as two of our girls. So we know that she is loving and caring for them, and my dear best friend that just went to be with the Lord here recently. So it's just a way to remember all those that we love, and they will be missed in this wedding. They will be so missed, and we know that they loved and adored this daughter of ours, and they would love and adore this young man. And my mother did get to slightly meet him, but she was already declining, and I don't know whether she understood who he was or not. But he was an amazing young man to our family. My sister says over and over, he's so amazing, I just love him, because he came and met us at our worst time as a family. So, you know, there's nothing worse than losing someone you love, and then for someone to show up, and that's when they meet you. Yeah. We loved him. He was super supportive during that process, and then after my mom passed away, and because he came for the funeral, and so it was amazing. But anyway, so this is the journey about this is the journal about their journey. And like last night, and the first thing I want to do is I want to open this up and print out the website, because we went through, she took me to a website last night, and it was, because this will all be her. This will all be venues, or, you know, and this will all be my journey in this. So, I think that this is, so her, you know, wedding, this will be venues like for the engagement party, for the bridal luncheon that we're going to give her, and then anything when we're up there looking at the various things of the where she's going to have the wedding, the church, the and then where they're going to have the reception dinner, and then where we're going to go and look at houses while we're up there, because we're going to rent houses. I've been talking to some of the owners on, the housing rental online things like, Airbnb, VRBO, there's another one, HomeAway or something like that. And so I want to, whatever flyers we have, I want to punch and put in, and that way we'll have those. So, but one of the things I am going to print out that I think is perfect for this first part, we do have pictures from her getting her dress, her wedding dress, and just other fun things. And I ordered for her, they had at David's Bridal, they had this like blue jean bride jacket, so we're taking that to her. It's already here, and I think it's perfect for the Southwest. And anyways, long story short, we were on this website, and she's ordered a couple of things because she's having to go to other weddings right now, and she bought a dress to go to another wedding, and she wanted a little jacket to go over the top. And so she ordered one just to see the quality, because she was a seamstress with me in that sewing business, and she and I are really pretty picky about our sewing and quality. And she literally, she said, "Mommy, I think they said it better than us." And I was like, "Hey, that speaks very highly, and it's very inexpensive." So long story short, we were looking at Mother of the Bride dresses, because I was like, oh, I'm so frustrated because, I looked at this one place that I go all the time, but it was the wrong color dress, and on, and it didn't look great, but it looked really pretty and fancy and what she wants me to wear for her wedding. And then she said, "Mommy, let's look at this one site." So we went through this site, and we went through all these dresses. And then we looked at bridesmaid dresses, and we had already picked out one bridesmaid dress that kind of has that Grace Kelly feel. We both love High Society, that movie. It's so great. If you haven't seen that movie, go see it. It's Bing Crosby, who I adore, Frank Sinatra, Lena. I know I'm not even getting that right. She's amazing. The other woman that plays off of Frank Sinatra, and then of course I adore Grace Kelly. She's just amazing. And anyways, and we've gone to see those mansions where they shoot a lot of the movie in, and of course music. All my kids love the music to that movie. Yeah, I know, it just happens. So, but long story short, the bridesmaids wore a dress that's very reminiscent of something you would see Grace Kelly in, with a little bit of her flair. And then we looked for dresses for me, and then they had a section on hats. I may have said this in a video previously. I loaded a cart of hats, because my husband loves when I wear hats. And he said, "Yes, you must wear a hat." And my young starter was like, "Yes, Mommy, you must wear a hat." Because down here in Texas, we don't wear many hats. I mean, when we travel or when it's really sunny, I always, have things like that. But I don't always wear hats. But I love hats. And I've got to go to like the Kentucky Derby or something, and go to one of those wonderful places where you see endless hats. I just love it. And there was a pastor's wife who I adored. She had a hat for every outfit. She was so cute. And she was she was a full-figured sweetheart. And she rocked it, and she did it well. So I was looking at hats. I loaded a cart of I don't know how many hats, but it was $1,700 and some change. And so I copied and pasted it and put it saved it in my computer. I think I saved it on my email. And because I was copying and pasting, different dresses and sending them to my daughter, saying, "Hey, this looks good. Hey, like this. Hey, like this hat. Hey, like, things like that." And I started realizing I filled this cart full of all these hats because they had amazing prices, and then some that were just insane in price. And anyways, so I told my husband, "Well, I have a cart of $1,700 worth of hats." And he looked at me and he goes, He's like, "You can find a few, but no, Because I said, "Well, we need one for this dinner, and there's going to be like a welcome little hors d'oeuvre kind of thing, greet everybody, and that comes in from out of town, because this is a destination wedding." And the groom's parents are putting this on, and my daughter said, "You have to go." And I said, "Well, of course we go by." And we wanted to go by and say hello and meet their friends, and we want my family to be able to go, our family, not mine, but our family, to be able to go and say hello. And anyways, to make a long story short, I said, well, I need a hat for that. I need a hat for the rehearsal. I need a hat for, and my husband said, okay, there's not going to be enough room in the car for all these hats. And I started laughing. I said, oh, you think so? I will be able to pack those babies down. And he was so funny. He goes, I know, I don't know why I say this to you, but anyways. But we have literally traveled across the country with hats on the dash of the car. So, because you need them when you get out of the car because it's so sunny in places where it's cold or whatever. And you don't want to wear them when you're in the car. So, yes. We have hats that roll down. My husband bought us all hats that rolled down at a plantation in Louisiana it was, oh gosh, somewhere more than a year ago. And anyways, there's just all kinds of things. We love hats. My girls love hats. At least my youngest does. I don't know about my oldest, but yeah. So I want to print those out because we giggled and laughed. And there's this one picture that I laughed so hard I snorted. I felt terrible. I laughed. It was just this dress that I just thought, it just struck me as funny. The woman was beautiful, but it struck me as funny. And, you know, and I was like, oh, I could wear this. And my daughter was like, no, 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 no. I just started laughing. But, and she was beautiful. It was nothing, the dress was beautiful. It just wasn't what we needed for this occasion. So, anyways, but, so things like that I want to save in here. So it's a working journal of plans, things that we're working on, I would like to find the pockets that would fit here, and if I can find them before we go on the trip, great. If I can't, then I may just make some pockets. I also have some fun pockets from Planner Society. They get in my videos. I may put some of those pockets in as well. I just need a place to start collecting the different ideas, the different venues, the different, you know, people that we're meeting. They always give us a flyer, a business card, whatever. I need something to put it in. And I want to make this be about my thoughts as well. And I don't think this is anything I can really share with y'all once I do it because, you know, again, my family's private and I always want to respect their privacy. But it is something I can show you and tell you what I'm doing. So, what does this take? It takes either the pockets you pop in from Big Happy Planner. I don't know if they have them. I think they do. And a punch of some sort. And you don't even have to have these. You can literally punch with hole punches and then slit out each of the little, let me show you. You literally can punch a hole and then just cut the slits, and that would work as well if you don't want to buy the punch because, you know, punches aren't cheap. But, you know, for me, I get a lot of use out of them, so it's okay. And I always buy them on sale with a coupon, as you guys know. A fun little stamp that just is my quickie, like, approval stamp or make me smile stamp. And then and it's self-inking, which is even better. And then some pins. I will put some kind of like either two-sided tape or tape runner in here for anything I need to do that way. And that's it. This is it. I am going to get a pin loop for this. I've got to run into the city. No, into one of the smaller towns. So I may run by one of the craft stores and pick one up. But, yeah, so that's it. This is what it's going to be. This is going to be my wedding organization, period. So, that's it. It will all go in one bag together. So when we go to places, I have a small, thin, like tote bag. I will pack this down, and that's it. I don't have to have anything else. I'm ready to roll. And all of these little things will go either in a Ziploc bag or a zippered pouch. That's it. I have my pins in there, my tape in there, or tape runner, whatever I have, and that's it. So that is my wedding planning 101 for me. I have to have the simple version, the 101 version. So I thought I'd share that with y'all. And I may come back and do a video of how I cover these and use these. I really don't do anything fancy. I'm really even bad how I cover them. I don't always cover them like to the end, but I will be glad to share that with you. And since I just have some new paper that is going to be used for her wedding, I won't use the stuff that they want, but I will use the stuff that came in there that they wouldn't want for their scrapbook that I will use for my book. So, yeah, I know. Everything is pink and green, and in this, you know, Planner Society kit that I love, and I already shared a video on, there are some succulents in there, and because it's going to be in the Southwest, I'm going to use the succulent, so that'll go in here. And, yeah, that's it. And I also did find, and I'll show that in another, I've got to do a haul video, but they also make paper for the memory planners, Happy Planner does, that literally is already pre-punched. It's scrapbook paper, it's ready to roll. So you know I'll be using some of that as well. Okay guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. if you have any extra suggestions, leave a message in the comments below. I so appreciate your feedback. You guys are amazing. You guys are so creative, and when I get in a hole, you guys, wake me up and help me get to the next part. So, yeah, please, please, please give me your suggestions. I would love to know. And if you're not subscribed, we'd love to encourage you. Come be a part of this group. We're small, but we are mighty. And there are amazing people a part of this group that are so encouraging. And we would love to pray and pray for you, encourage you. And most importantly, I pray your day is blessed, creative, and lovely. Thank you so much for stopping by. I look so forward to talking to y'all soon, either by email, comments, all that kind of good stuff, social media. I just love being able to just interact with you guys. You guys are so amazing. It's predominantly women on this channel. I think we've had a couple of men. So you ladies are so, so, so amazing. The things that you guys do, the things that you create, the things that you encourage with, you're amazing. So I do look forward to talking to y'all soon. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.